Intelligence and consciousness for me are different.
Okay.
Like maybe we'll hit I think maybe we might hit intelligence, but does that mean we're going to hit consciousness? Or how do we bridge that?
Yes. So
Because like it's super difficult. All these types of conversations are very deep, but
yeah.
they're intertwined.
When do you gain consciousness? Is it when you reach
Yeah, when.
uh, is it when you have this higher level of intelligence and somehow consciousness becomes a byproduct? In eventually you will run into consciousness because there needs to be a governing body for that intelligence. I guess that would be the mind. The consciousness and the mind are different. The mind is sort of like the governing body of the intelligence. Would you agree with that statement? Does that make sense?
I guess. I don't know. This is a
We're going
very
into
deep
yeah.
conversation, but I think for me, and I have actually have these conversations. I like to have these conversations with my students in
Yeah.
class. We'll get into the I'll make like these debates, and one of these questions that I always ask is, can intelligent systems be conscious? Can they
Yeah.
become conscious? I mean, consciousness for me, when we have these discussions, I would say that consciousness implies self-awareness. So
Okay.
can a machine become self-aware? I think so. Yeah, but then I think similar to what you were commenting is how do we know when it has? I don't think we would recognize today, or I don't think we would be able to prove that it has become AGI and or conscious, self-aware, because I mean we don't have a way to recognize that. And then
Or measure it.
or measure it. Yeah, we don't have a scientific way to measure this. And actually, I was reading a book recently. See, this is why it's so important to read books. You get ideas.
Right.
But I was reading a book recently, and it was saying that this concept of consciousness is, they said, it's clouded by moral, philosophical, and religious arguments
Yeah.
that that in turn we lack a scientific framework to measure and understand consciousness because we're always focused on the moral, philosophical, and religious aspects. We don't have it, consciousness as a scientific thing. So if we have no like scientific point of view, how can we measure it and understand it? And how can we build a machine to reach
What we
consciousness?
can say.